What's going on, everybody? Brass Monkey here with some Day 1 Gears of War 3 multiplayer footage. So I'm going to do a little bit of a review, tell you guys what I think of the game so far, how I'm enjoying it, and give you some tips to survive in multiplayer. Because if you're coming from the Call of Duty series and this is your first Gears of War game, as it is with me, then you will be surprised when you come online and find that it is a very different style of play. So here's what I've learned so far. It is very, very similar to Halo Reach. Now, there are some good and bad things about that. You know, it's different from Call of Duty, and it's a lot of fun, but you have to remember that there are players who have a lot more experience at this and are going to be able to play the mechanics of this game much better than you. So because they're veterans to the series, and that's what I've been experiencing online so far. So the mechanics of this game are very, very similar to Halo Reach. Players have a lot more health than they do in Call of Duty, and the control of the maps and the power weapons are absolutely critical to success, as well as taking advantage of some of the other core movement features in this game, such as the roll and the run. So what I've learned so far is that like in Halo, the power weapons are the way to win. Now, you can actually see where the power weapons spawn in this, which I like a lot, by holding down the left bumper, and that's going to bring up a view where you can see through walls, and it's going to highlight all of the weapon respawns as well as your teammates and where they are on the map. It's kind of like Hacker in Black Ops, where you can see through the walls where everything is. Now, you can see I have a teammate who's down right here. That's another core mechanic and key feature of this game. When you get down, it's almost like Second Chance or Last Stand in Call of Duty, where you can be revived by a teammate. And you'll see right here, I get revived. And that's absolutely critical. Reviving your teammates is the way to win in Team Deathmatch in Gears of War 3. Now, it's different from Last Stand or Second Chance in Call of Duty because you can't shoot back. So it's not nearly as powerful of a feature as it is in Call of Duty. But saving your teammates from dying and when they're down is absolutely critical. So providing that suppressive fire so that the enemy won't be able to finish off the teammate, and going over there and healing them is absolutely critical. Now, there's some other things to note that when you're up close to enemies, because people do have so much health and guns take so long to kill someone, you're really going to want to practice with the melee. The melee on each gun is a little bit different. On this one, it's a chainsaw, and the melee feature is pretty cool. There's a neat animation, so it's a lot like Halo Reach, where there's an extra little animation, and the enemy player really can do nothing to get out of it. But, it's neat. You got blood splatter everywhere, and it absolutely ensures the kill. But as you'll see right here, I get downed and I get healed again. So this is going to preserve my kill streak and really provide a critical role in helping us win this game. So controlling the high ground is what I'm going to try and do here, and communicating with my teammates. So you saw the enemy, he tried to pick up the mortar up here, which is one of the power weapons, and it is absolutely devastating on this map if you know how to use it right. So learning to use those power weapons and use them well is also a key feature. But now that I'm up here, what I'm doing is I'm using my microphone, calling out to teammates, telling them where they are, and that's going to help ensure that my teammates are able to know where the enemy is, and we're going to be able to get multiple people shooting at a single target. And like I said, that is exactly how you're going to win games like this, is because players do have so much health. You need those 2v1 situations or 3v1, 3v2. Those are the ways that you are going to win gunfights in Gears of War. So really communicate with your teammates, and that's going to help you to win this stuff. And if you have teammates who aren't communicating with you, then use that left bumper and look where they are. See where they are on the map. Follow somebody else around. And then that way, when they get into a gunfight, you can just come in and sort of clean up whatever they started. And so whether you should buy this game or not, that's really up to you. So far, I'm having a lot of fun playing this. But if you're really bored with Black Ops, then I would definitely suggest picking up this game. It is a really different mechanic, very different play style. It's, if you want to stick with the first-person shooter game, but you want to, switch it up a little bit, I think this is a better option than even Battlefield if you're coming from Call of Duty, because the game is so different. Now, don't get me wrong, I think Battlefield's going to be an amazing game. I think I'll probably even have more fun playing Battlefield than this because the competition is just so stiff this year. I'm going to be getting all 3 games, but if you want to switch it up from Black Ops, then this is a great option for right now. But if you want to wait a little bit longer, I think that Battlefield and Modern Warfare 3 might be games that you're going to be able to get a little bit more playability out of. This is something I think I'll be playing for about another month and then switching out when the other games come out. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.